What's going on, everyone? It's Jay here. I hope you're all having a great Friday so far. I hope your week's been amazing, and let's get right into another day trading recap. So today I only traded SQQQ, and I was fortunately able to come out on top again for a profit of $50.70. So I'm very blessed to have another green day and keep the little streak going. But I'm gonna walk through kind of my whole thought process on why I think I only ended up trading XQs today and why I did end up walking away being up $50 on the day. My goal is to be up at 1% of when I'm using $10,000. That'd be $100 a day, so I hit half of my goal. And why I decided to walk away, I'll let you in on my thought process. But here are all my filled orders for the day. As you can see, it's only SQs I traded, right? There's nothing else. So yeah, let me just get right into it. So if we're looking at the NASDAQ, I actually slept through the CPI report I mentioned about yesterday. It was at 5:30 in the morning right here. It got released, and this is why you saw a huge drop right here. And basically the report, as you can see, was not a great indication of how the inflation rates are headed and stuff like that. It looks like they're still going to be climbing, so there was definitely a shock in the market and a lot of fear that came in because everyone thinks we might head into another recession or something. So it's definitely been a bearish market today, and kind of let you in on why I decided to stop trading around these areas first. And the reason why is because there's a clear indication that it was probably going to be a bearish day, right? It was going to be trending between the middle VWAP and the bottom VWAP, kind of downtrending, and that is because of the bad news that came out, right? The CPI report. And after I saw how bearish it was, how strongly it was getting rejected, I knew it would be in my best interest to be trading SQs today. And the reason why I wanted to kind of walk away, and I'll walk through my trades kind of with you. I took my last one right around here and locked it in, was because of this potential support that did end up forming. And if we look at the charts from yesterday, we can't forget that towards the market close of yesterday, look at how much the market sold off because of this fear of this report that was going to come out. A lot of people knew it wasn't going to be looking too hot. The market sold off quite a good amount yesterday when market closed heading into after hours, and it had another huge sell-off today. So what does this mean is I knew I would need to do my part into identifying bigger picture support and resistance levels. And it's kind of no shocker that the market did end up trying to bounce off here and find a support, because obviously you're not going to be able to get into SUs and just automatically assume it's going to go forever. Nothing does go up forever, right? People want to lock in profits or whatever is the case. And if you look at it in the bigger time frame, this was the support we were looking out for. This when the market opened up yesterday, or a bit after the drop it had yesterday, I saw the potential for the market to be able to break the support area and fall exactly like it did, right? It almost had the move everyone was kind of picturing would be happening, and once it approached these levels after it did sell off quite a bit since yesterday's market open right there and today's report, and just throughout the day it's been selling off a little more. It ended up hitting a support area, right? We can all agree this nothing has to happen, but there was potential for a support to be found there because of the previous times it has found one there. And people were looking at the charts bigger picture and definitely seeing that, which is what led it to finally stop bleeding kind of around these areas and try and find a support. Does this mean it's gonna bounce now and recover? Absolutely not. It can still keep falling off, but there was just some form of resistance it was gonna run into. It was probably bound to run into because of the previous patterns and where it tended to bounce off those levels. You know, a lot of people are also looking at these charts, so they also realize those are different key points that couldn't prevent the direction from, being so clear anymore. So in terms of going over my trades today, I actually started the day being red again because at around 6:34, right around here was my first trade. I tried taking an SU's play, but it ended up coming up, stopped me out. And then I tried taking more SU's plays on the way down, and as it fell right around here, if I'm correct, I tried adding and this little pop right here that was about to break below above the blue EMA line, right around there, was actually what led me to sell, and it ended up dropping, which was a bummer. But I was ultimately able to come out green because I was managing my risk. I made sure if I was averaged in fully, I got out quick when the signs weren't in my favor necessarily, and right around this area is where I took my last trade. I wanted it to curl up above the EMA line again like it has. It tends to curl above the EMA line and then sell off again and make lower lows. So once I saw it curl up and it was struggling to make any higher highs, as you can see, it tried multiple times to kind of pop back up and got rejected. I took an SU play up here. As it fell below the EMA line, I averaged up and I was able to write it down kind of to this area. Nothing huge, but because I was fully averaged up, I was able to sell for a profit, and yeah, my profits outweighed my losses in terms of how many times I was accurate and stuff like that. And that's the beauty about managing a risk, because I took more losing trades today than I did winners, and I was able to still come out with a profit because I made sure that my winners were set up to just be more profitable than my losers are. And yeah, here's my last trade at 806. Like I showed you guys, it's right around somewhere here. So yeah, guys, it was a very bearish day. That's why I decided to only trade SQs. I didn't really see a whole lot of potential for TQs, but given how bearish the market was, and once they hit these levels, I thought it would be pretty choppy the rest of the day because, like I showed you, those potential support areas right around here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Right here, right around here, these potential support areas. So I kept that in mind and I decided to walk away because I did not want to deal with the choppiness that could come with that, like it did end up doing. So yeah, guys, very blessed to end the green week. It was a pretty solid week for me. I had every day being green and very grateful for that and very excited for the future. If you guys all learned anything, I'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed the video, because we'd love to be able to grow more and start a little community. And yeah, that's just it. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you all next week. Take it easy.